1. I'm joined right now by Cal State Monterey Bay, coming off a big 5-4 win in extra innings against Cal Poly Pomona to push them into the CCAA championship game. I'm joined right now by head coach Walt White. On his right, Sergio Solis, and on his left, Ryan Eo. Coach, would you take us through your thoughts on today's game?
There's a lot of them. Pretty amazing college baseball game. It really was. I mean, that's 2 amazing college baseball games for us in this tournament. And I would first say hats off to Evan Adolphus. What a gem that dude threw. And for us to battle and stay in the fight. And I told our team in about the 5th inning, like, we're going to win this game. You know, we've had just great at-bats all game. Serge has an 11-pitch at-bat. Maybe he didn't come away with a great result. Murchison has a 10-pitch at-bat. We get his pitch count up. And the whole idea was we needed to find a way to get to the pen because that kid was carving us up. And we got to the pen in the 9th, and we were able to put some things together. And but typical fashion in college baseball, either the tying run comes up to the plate or there's something that's going to happen that's exciting. And our fans keep asking us to make it a little easier on them, and I'm going to say, sorry, we can't do that. We're going to keep you on the edge of your seat. But and then, obviously, just another great shutdown pitching performance from Ryan. I mentioned it yesterday. You know, we didn't have him most of the year. And, you know, that's why the league was close. I'm telling you, with him, that's probably selfish to say, and I probably shouldn't say it that way, but I'm quite certain he's worth, over a course of a long season, he's worth another 2 or 3 wins. And this guy has stepped into the position where he maybe started the year as our number 2. You know, we had Dom Felice here, who went down with an injury, and this guy's just been a rock for us. And he's probably one of the most well-liked guys on the team, one of the most high-character guys on the team, comes from an unbelievable family, and now all of a sudden he can really hit. And I'm just super proud of this guy. Proud of our whole team, if you can't tell.
Absolutely. Sergio, I do want to talk to you pretty soon about that 9th inning, but I actually want to talk to you guys. We know how good the offense is for the Otters. We know you guys have a lot of power up and down that lineup. Has this ballpark forced you guys to play kind of a different style than what you usually have? I'll just say one. I saw Chase Lindeman, I think, on his second at bat, looked like he just rocked one to right.
He had 3. Yeah, I told him he had 3 jacks today. He had 3 balls that are absolutely murder out of most fields. But
yeah, at our place, I mean, all those balls that Chase hit are going out for sure. this place, we don't really hit in many pitchers' parks. I feel like we mostly hit in hitters' parks for the most part. But this is very different. But I mean, we adjusted. We were grinding.
Especially that wind coming in from right field. I mean, it's like Chase tagged 3 balls, and one of them Nima almost ran down. And this is just a tough ballpark. I mean, you look at what they did. I mean, there wasn't a whole lot of offense on their side either, except you hit a couple balls in the air on the pull side, the wind's going to help you, and then they played on the lines. I mean, a lot of their balls were right field line, left field line, and we hit a lot of balls right at people. And, you know, we laced the ball to second base and then he missed, and we laced the ball to shortstop for a double play. So, yeah, we have to keep balls out of the high air on the right side. And, that's ultimately, and I think all these guys understand, like, it's baseball. Wind's blowing in, let's find a way to hit hard balls on the ground.
Sergio, we've got to talk to you a little bit about that one. As you mentioned, as Coach mentioned, Evan Adolphus was just incredible out there with only 3 hits over 8 innings. But how do you guys, I'll just say it this way, get up for that 9th inning to make sure that belief comes back? You know, the bats can get hot in that inning.
Yeah, I mean, we're just going to grind every single pitch, every single at-bat. We had Murch go 10 pitches at-bat. I mean, we're just the biggest grinders, man. We're just going to get it done. We're going to go every inning, give it all.
Well, Jaden comes through with I think it's a 2-run single there, so it brings it to 3-2. Nico gets another hit to then, I think it's 2nd and 3rd because he goes double down the left field line, bringing you to the plate. Can you take us through your at-bat and just that moment to deliver that hit for your team?
Yeah, I kind of knew I was going to get some off speed. I was kind of struggling at the plate a little bit, but that was kind of what I was looking for, and I got it. I just singled it up the middle.
I like it. Coach, what were you seeing in that moment?
I was super excited that we had Serge up. I mean, he's one of our best hitters. I mean, he really is. I mean, I don't want to say anybody got snubbed because I think there's a lot of really good all-CCA players, but this guy should have got some recognition for what he's done and grinding on the championship team and hitting, 380 almost all year long. And he just has good at-bats all year long. He may not have the power numbers that some guys have, but I'll tell you what, in a clutch moment, give me Serge. Give me Serge any day and twice on Sunday.
Another guy that sounds like you like having out there, another one that you like to call on is Ryan right there.
Yeah.
I want to ask you about him in just a minute, but I want to ask you, Ryan, you hear a lot of times coaches yelling for them, want the ball at the end of the game. Do you want that ball in both situations?
Yeah, I mean, obviously it's a nerve-wracking moment, and anybody would say that. But I think once I get out there, it's just baseball. I mean, no matter what, I have to throw that ball to him, and he's either going to hit it or he's going to miss it, and that's just the game. So I think kind of just realizing that, and it's just a game, kind of helps me calm down.
Well, I haven't been around the Otters this whole season. I'm watching games on TV, but I'm starting to see the rally cry. Is Ryan coming off the mound yelling? That seems to be the rally point for him. But I want to talk to you through, Coach, if you don't mind taking me through your top of the 10th inning and maybe the decision to send the guy from your third base coach's decision to send him is a very close play, but is that something you guys want to be aggressive on in extra innings?
Yeah, I think, when you get in that moment, I mean, there's no stop signs at third base right there for Coach Bell, right? I think we need an aggressive third base coach. I've been around him for a long time. I got to coach him, obviously CCAA Hall of Famer. I got to coach him in college. We know each other really well. He gets to coach third base fearless. And I would also say, if you don't get somebody thrown out as a third base coach, you're not a very good third base coach because you're not being aggressive enough. But in that moment, obviously they made I don't know, I think it was Cota or Sanders. I think Sanders made the throw to home plate. They called obstruction on the catcher. It's a new rule. Can't be standing in front of the plate without the baseball. So I would like for Max to get his butt on the ground and but he did slow up. He didn't run through the catcher. So fortunately, Max is able to stay in the game. But we work on it all the time about giving a lane for the runner, and you have to stay out of that place because the umpires is a point of emphasis, but for them to look to make sure that the catcher is not set up in front of the home plate prior to them receiving the ball. So that's ultimately what the call was. Great job by Coach Bell. Obviously, big knock for us, and if we were on the other end of it, no one's going to feel sorry for us. So I don't feel sorry for anybody else.
Last two questions for you. Actually, I'm going to go to Ryan. Do you expect to have 2 wins in 2 games?
No. I honestly didn't even expect to be here at this moment, and I'm thankful that I am. And so, I mean, those wins are on my name, but those are team wins. I mean, I don't do it without them, so I'm just a pitcher.
I didn't know if we were going to have Ryan here. If you had talked to me about a couple months ago, I would have probably bet he wasn't going to be here. And so, obviously, having him go back-to-back days was a decision that I thought about very seriously, and there were some people that convinced me, right? I think my deal is first and foremost, obviously we love to win, but player safety and player just their health is more important to me than anything, and so. As you can tell, I wrestled with it. I'm really happy that we went. I'm happy that he's healthy. But I ask our players to be very honest with me, right? And I need honesty from them, especially when it comes to how they feel, where they're at. And, that's why I let Chickalello stay in the game a little bit. I don't think I should have now looking back on it. I'm looking forward to seeing where he's at. But, hey, you never know. Maybe he'll get 3 wins. We'll see if I'm talking into it.
I like it. Well, on that note, the Otters win again, and they are in the championship game for the 2nd year in a row. They won it last year, defending champion, so we can't wait to see what happens tomorrow. Thank you very much.
Thanks, Danny. Go Otters.